Think about this. What is the single most appealing thing about roguelikes? I think it doesn't have anything to do with the gameplay. The most appealing thing is perceived value. They're randomized games that you can play forever that are never the same twice. This is like catnip for indie developers limited by budget and manpower. Spinning a finite amount of assets into an infinite amount of gameplay, it's how you can get masterpieces like Risk of Rain 2 or Binding of Isaac, where people like me can dump hours and hours into them and still be terrible, while the real pros log thousands of hours on Steam with no signs of stopping. SULFUR doesn't classify itself as a roguelike on its Steam page, but it isn't fooling anyone. SULFUR is a modern indie roguelike extraction boomer looter shooter with lo-fi beats to relax and study to. It has a Souls-like central hub full of eccentric characters and a Breath of the Wild-like cooking system. It has an art style straight out of Adventure Time and a marketing campaign that consists mostly of comedy TikTok skits. But don't think that I'm holding any of that against it. The developers clearly had a vision and juggle all these things well. And on top of that, you can get it cheap. It usually goes for $25, but I got it for $15 during the Steam Winter Sale. And if istthereanydeal.com is any indication, it goes on sale all the time. SULFUR is just a really well thought out game. It covers the bad parts of the games it cribs from with the good parts of other games. Take item management. Item management in games can be boring. You see an item that you have no room for. If all your items are better than the one you found, you leave it behind. If you have items you can swap for it that are worse, you do that. Simple as. The cooking system in SULFUR makes this better. You pick up some mysterious potted meat. It's practically useless by itself. Mystery meat and some water?
Baby, you got a stew going.
But do you want to make a stew? Or do you want to hold off until you maybe find a loaf of bread and have, say, a tasty French hot dog instead? You, an angry priest, start the game chasing a witch in the car from EnviroBear 2000. You crash into a tree, also very EnviroBear, and follow her into a cave packed with goblins. You get a sweet wakizashi. I actually found this first area a little tedious. It's pretty long for how unthreatening it is. Not really sure why they made you spend so much time fighting babies.
It's easy.
Either way, you'll get to the end, smack the boss around a little, and take a cute little goblin elevator to Firelink Shrine. I mean, they call it the church, but come on. One area other than the first level is open for you, the town. I had way more fun in the town than the caves. The toys you get there are much cooler, and the folks you find to try them on won't just immediately die after 2 shots of anything. And there are a bunch of areas in an endless mode as you progress through the game. Take a second to like and subscribe if you want to see me play through more. The whole game revolves around your guns. They feel great and look cute. I mean, look at this little Mossberg. Who's a cute little Mossberg? You can buy attachments for them and apply magic scrolls and oils to them. I love the oils. You find them all over the place, and they all have a trade-off. This makes for really cool playstyles. I modded my starting pistol with increased damage and the ability to freeze enemies, but the trade-off is that now I can't aim down sights. It also makes it so that you can just completely ruin a gun if you're not careful, which could be hilarious when it happens. Also, more buffs on a gun make it degrade faster, which helps balance them out. Now, I actually think weapon degradation is more often a good thing than bad. But I'm also a sicko who started Master Quest mode for Breath of the Wild, broke 2 swords just fighting the first enemy, and thought to myself, yeah, this is better actually. Really, I only have 2 complaints about SULFUR so far. The first is, the levels are random, but the rooms repeat. A lot. Like, a lot. You might see the same room 3 or 4 times in one short level. The enemy and item variety are enough that it doesn't impact the gameplay too much, but it is jarring to see it over and over and over again. The other thing is that you can't save and pick up where you left off when you're in a dungeon. If you exit the game, you die and lose all your equipment. I mean, come on, man. It's 2025. I have a family. Why am I still pausing the game between save points to eat dinner like it's 1999? Still, the game is fantastic. Sulfur is trying to do a whole lot of things at once, and it does almost all of them really well. More importantly, running around and shooting goblins with crazy guns is just fun. That's worth at least $15.